I've always been aware of the cosmetic company Lush. It was always a go-to place to grab a bath bomb for my sister's Christmas present, which I'd end up using myself hungover on New Year's Day. But since I've become more aware of the impact my daily actions and decisions can have on the planet, Lush is a company which keeps catching my attention. I knew they gave you a free product if you returned these black plastic tubs, and recently I ordered this massage bar and it didn't have any packaging around it. Just a note saying how they're trying to not package things unnecessarily. These actions that Lush had taken to combat waste has led me to investigate and see the extent of Lush's environmental policies in relation to packaging, and whether if they're setting the benchmark for other companies in the cosmetic industry to follow. If you take a look at the cosmetic industry and its relationship with the natural world, it's damaging to say the least. And I've only looked into packaging and waste relating to packaging. For this video, I didn't even begin to do the research on resourcing of ingredients to make your bubble bath, or if those bubble baths are being tested on little monkeys or rats. I mean, just take a look in your bathroom. How many bottles and containers can you see that are made of plastic? Plastic isn't all that bad, it's just where it ends up that makes it bad. Lush use plastic to package some of their products. What I mentioned earlier about customers returning used black pots for them to recycle, this scheme is actually part of what's called the Green Hub. It's essentially an internal, closed loop of recycling. Lush clean the pots, melt them down and then remold them back to use. This is pretty cool, and I couldn't find any other global cosmetic companies that manage their own recycling of packaging. This approach doesn't just stop with the plastic pots, as Giles Verdon of Lush explains.
And we do that for black pots, we do it for a lot of our plastics. We also do it for cardboard. We also we also do it for anything else we can find. Things, broken furniture. We try and upcycle it. We're trying all the time to find an opportunity to take what people see as waste and turn it into a benefit.
Many of the shampoos, conditioners and shower gels we use are actually made up of around 80 to 90% water. Yeah, that's right. Those plastic containers are mostly made up of water being shipped around the world. It doesn't take a genius to realise that if you take away the water, you'll not only be left with a much smaller product to package, there'll be less water usage, which is great for the planet too. Lush worked with cosmetic chemist Stan Crystal to develop the first shampoo bar, a small but perfectly formed shampoo bar that could last up to 80 washes, which would be the equivalent to 3 plastic bottles of shampoo. In 2019, Lush sold 6.6 million shampoo bars, which saved over 19 million shampoo bottles ending up in landfill. But where this story gets really interesting is in the production of a container that can be used to package the shampoo bar. Lush actually will ship or sell the shampoo bars naked. However, they do offer an aluminium tin if you're travelling, but most interestingly, a carbon positive option, the Cork Pot. The Cork Pot originates in the cork oak forests native to the Alentejo region in Portugal. These forests have been under threat from poor management systems. There's been clearing of the valuable understory to prevent the spread of wildfires. There's been ploughing of deep forests near the root systems, and the trees themselves are being over-harvested. In 2016, Lush recognised the opportunity to use the cork to produce a container for the shampoo bars. Lush partnered with a company known as the Eco Interventions that Rewild in the Alentejo region. The idea was to sustainably create the cork pot, and in return, the income from Lush would go back into regenerating the forest and educating the local farmers to manage the forest sustainably. The methods used to create and ship the cork pot actually result in the product locking in more carbon than it uses. The wood is sustainably harvested from the trees and manufactured locally using a simple method, and it's then shipped across to the UK by sailboat. This is an incredibly green business model. The trees are sustainably managed, the forests are being regenerated, the production and shipping method is carbon positive, and it also provides jobs and opportunity to the local people. This is very promising for not only the cosmetic industry, but other industries can draw from this pure business model. The Cork Pot is just the start. Much like the shampoo bar and massage bar, over 50% of Lush's products can be sold naked. In store, Lush provide paper bags, the recyclable plastics, and fabric gift wrap known as knot wrap, which is a reusable and awesome looking alternative to wrapping paper. Lush have completely naked stores in the cities of Berlin, Milan, and Manchester. Don't worry, you or the employees don't have to have your clothes off. But these stores are completely plastic free, selling a whole range of naked Lush products from makeup to massage bars. These stores are the first of their kind in the cosmetic industry, and Lush are looking to convert them to their core shops. Are you impressed yet? Well, let me tell you, in my recent Lush order, the box was padded out with lots of these little polystyrene looking packaging. I thought to myself, would Lush actually use plastic to pad out their packaging of their products? The answer is no, of course not. These little blobs are known as EcoFlow and are made up of potato starch and break down easily in water. Ah, no, they do. They actually do really, they go really, look, they basically turn into nothing, like complete sticky, it's sticky, but it's like smoosh, it just disappears. Lush's approach to their packaging, their shipping and their whole ethos generally around waste is inspiring, and it's what I feel that most of the cosmetic industry should already be doing. We as consumers have a decision with where we buy our products from, and it's ultimately consumer behaviour that will shape the market and dictate what the big companies do. So if we can all just think a little bit differently about waste and plastics and just go a little bit more naked, we'll be moving in the right direction. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you found it interesting. If you did, please leave a like on it, leave a comment, do all the YouTube things. And if you're into videos about sustainability and nature, then subscribe. Thanks for watching. I hope you leave curious.